Welcome to episode 6 of the Total Bro Sports Podcast. 6, my bad. Yes. It's either episode 6. Thank you for that correction. Okay, so news today. What do we have? Des Bryant activated off the COVID list. So that's interesting. Des Bryant back in play. And also, Cleveland Indians joining the Washington football team and becoming nameless. Seems like namelessness is a new trend in sports leagues. So that is what has happened in sports news. And who can forget? Week 14, Pats at Rams. Sean McVay takes down old foe Bill Belichick, handing the Patriots virtual playoff elimination. Rams come out on top, 24-3. Texans at Bears. Mitch Trubisky played up to his draft position, finally, in this December blowout. Trubisky takes the Bears out of hibernation, 36-7.
Cowboys at Bengals. Andy Dalton returns to Cincinnati to pummel the Bengals, 30-7. Bengals are terrible. They go 2-10-1.
Chiefs at Dolphins. Despite Mahomes throwing 3 interceptions today and the Dolphins scoring 17 in the fourth quarter in an attempt at a comeback, Kansas City manages to hold on to win 33-27.
Cardinals at Giants. Daniel Jones having no offensive line, getting sacked so many times. That's why they lost 26-7, giving the Cardinals
Vikings at Bucks. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bays, all 25s. Get it done against captain I lose to winning teams Kirk Cousins. Vikings fail to mount any sort of potent offensive attack in their latest loss. Bucks victory, 26-14.
Broncos at Panthers. Drew Lock throws a career-high 4 TDs to hold off the Panthers by a score of 32-27. Titans at Jags. Derrick Henry ran for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Jags transitioned back to Minshew. Titans win 31-10.
Colts at Raiders. It was a great day for T.Y. Hilton and the Colts, who caught for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. As for Derek Carr, not so much. He threw 2 interceptions, including a pick 6 against the Colts, as the Raiders fall to the Colts 44-27.
Jets Seahawks. Another was 40-3.
Packers at Lions. Rodgers going to his go-to guy, Devontae Adams, for a touchdown. Packers win, get number 1 in the NFC Conference.
Saints at Eagles. Jalen Hurts was in for Carson Wentz. He did a great job of hurting the Saints' ego. Taysom, king of the kill, could not get it done. The Eagles win in a surprising upset, 24-21.
Falcons against Chargers, also known as the Choke Bowl. After 3 straight interceptions, the Chargers decided to win the game on a late field goal, 20-17.
The team with no name, also known as Washington football team, versus the 49ers. Washington wins their 4th straight game this season with defense and pretty much nothing else. Alex Smith is hurt again, and Dwayne Haskins did pretty much nothing. The final score was 23-15. Steelers at Bills. This game was boring, especially in the first half with both offenses failing to do much. In the end, the Bills come out on top, 26-15, as the Steelers lose the top seed in the AFC.
Ravens at Browns. Dan Brown's giving Lamar Jackson too much time after they were letting him score. But when he went to the bathroom, they had the lead with TikTok song Trace McSorley. He went down with an injury, putting Lamar Jackson back to set up a game-winning drive with their trusty kicker, Justin Tucker. Put the 3 upwards, 55 yards. Ravens win, 47-42.
And so concludes our 2-minute recap.
Yeah!
Yeah, 2-minute recap. Okay, so now towards the discussion, now that we got that out of the way. So what is going on with the playoff hunt we'll be talking about the race towards the top. All right, so guys, big news that both the number 1 seeds switched. The NFC, the Packers unseat the Saints as the number 1 seed, and also the Chiefs take over the Steelers in the AFC as the number 1.
Yes, it's very interesting that this happened for both conferences this week, and this is due to part to that upset of the Saints versus Eagles game, and the Steelers losing again.
2 upsets in consecutive weeks because the Washington football team actually helped unseat the the Steelers by creating the start of a losing streak, and now you have Hurts beating the Saints.
Yeah. I think it's the Saints got too cocky.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. I didn't really watch the game, but yeah, it's tough. I think with Drew Brees back, they'll perform better because as well as Taysom Hill has played, he's no Drew Brees.
The rest.
All right, I cut out there for a second, but yes. What else? Playoff hunt. What are the teams to look out for?
Oh, I'll tell you teams that are mathematically in it, but no way they're going to make it. The Panthers are not making it. Patriots aren't going to make it. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, the Lions probably won't make it, nor the Bears.
Oh yeah. Those teams are probably not, they're probably not gonna be in this. I'm looking at the wild card standings right now, and I think it's very interesting to see who's there. Like it's very close, and especially since there's an extra playoff spot this time around. Like we have you have the Dolphins, Ravens, Raiders. They're all really duking it out for that wild card spot.
That is
So
true.
you should really be on the lookout.
I think
for
the teams that are
are
basically in the playoff picture from the AFC is really the Raiders and the Ravens. So if the Ravens win 2 more and the Browns lose 2 more, they can kick them out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. The Ravens, and if Lamar Jackson can stay healthy, they can maybe win some games. I don't know what all that cramping was, or he says that it's cramping. Might have been took a dump, but I don't know.
Possibly. But what's worrisome is if it actually is an injury, they don't have Trace McSorley.
Yep.
I did not hear it.
We cannot hear that.
Can't hear.
I don't think anyone is saying anything.
Yeah.
We were just saying you cut out the last thing you said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't have Trace McSorley. Baltimore does not have Trace McSorley because of the sprain, the knee sprain.
And is RG3 still in it?
Yes, RG3 is on IR because of a hamstring pull.
How surprising. He gets injured every time.
I never expected him to be starting a game in this year.
I know, that guy was my idol in 2012. Like, he was just so awesome.
Yeah. Then his knee got obliterated.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate.
Tough day for RG. But
RG3.
I think the Dolphins.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the
No, go ahead, Kai. What's going on?
Meanwhile, currently having that 7th spot at the moment, but you have the Vikings and Bears just 1 game back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting how that folds out. How that happens.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the Vikings have been hot lately. Arizona the opposite. So you never know. There could be a switch at that last spot.
No, as of late, the Vikings got obliterated by the Bucs, and the Cardinals destroyed the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the Giants.
Yeah, it was the Giants.
They're coming up on the rear.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It was the Giants with, I mean, they might be 5-8, but they're not. It's not like they're the best team around. Especially, they're an NFC East team, is what I'm trying to say. Like they've had pretty mediocre competition.
That is true.
Look, they beat the Seahawks. Like, I think this Giants team has some fight. I think the problem was with against
Well, he
the
got sacked all the
Cardinals.
time.
No, Daniel Jones was hurt, and he just was not playing up to what he normally can do. And that lack of mobility really hurt his game.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
All right, so then now it looks like we've rounded out the AFC and NFC playoff pictures. How about the race towards the bottom?
Yeah, getting.
Oh,
It's
Jets
really.
I've seen their schedule. No way they're winning any of them. They're going on 16.
Close games. I mean, they did play. And if the Patriots have nothing to play for in Week 17, you never know. Belichick might come up with something sneaky to try
Throw
to
the game?
get at the Jets. Yeah, that's what people are actually saying that. Like, people are actually taking that into consideration.
Yeah, I've heard of teams throw games for draft positions in the future.
I don't know. That just
Like, they
doesn't build
purposely
a good
tank.
culture.
Yeah, it sounds like the Dolphins.
But this would be
year.
just to. But this was so the Jets get a win.
It's kind of amazing how the Jaguars are going. Oh, he's back. Anyway, yeah, I think the race for Trevor Lawrence is pretty much a two-way race at this point. You have Jets and Jaguars. I guess the Bengals are there too, but they've won 2 games. And if you win 2 games this year for a tank, you're probably already out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Right now, the Jets are projected like an 84% chance of getting the first pick, and I don't know. I mean, if it goes to the tiebreaker, the Jags get it. So they're both 1-15. Jags get it, but I don't see the Jets winning any of the next games. I mean, it's already been a disastrous year. I mean, Gase hasn't shown any promise, and especially this past week against the 31st ranked secondary to just get
aren't they?
not be able to throw.
Seahawks are really bad secondary.
Yes, they have a terrible secondary, and Darnold had
And when you make them
one of the worst
you got
games
some
of his
issues.
career. Yeah, it's terrible. It's just.
Do you think Black Monday is out to get Adam Gase?
Yep, he's gonna go on Black Monday.
I don't know.
For those of us who don't know what Black Monday is, can someone briefly summarize
The only
that?
reason I can think is just to lose.
Black Monday is when you fire coaches and hire new ones. It's basically when they're basically moving on from coaches that they don't want.
Are there any other coaches, or even just or maybe even GMs that you think anyone here thinks that will be gone on Black Monday this year?
Howie Roseman.
Oh yeah, he might be gone.
Yeah, the GM for the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, he had 2 contradictory actions.
Would you blame him or Doug Peterson? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I got incensed when Eagles fans started talking about firing Doug Peterson. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're telling me you want to fire a coach who brought the only Super Bowl to Philadelphia.
Eagles fans are definitely.
No, Eagles fans are impatient but that is going to be the
Doug
downfall.
Peters, if they're not going to the playoffs and they're winning, they'll be pissed as well. They could be winning again because that by winning is going to hurt their draft position in the next year.
It's ridiculous because the last coach they
They don't
fired,
really.
the last Super Bowl winning coach they fired was Andy Reid, and look what he did in Kansas City. It would be a huge mistake to fire Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Eagles fans, we all know that they're ruthless. They booed Santa Claus.
Yeah, because they weren't losing enough.
I don't know. Preview to next week, though, we will be talking to an Eagles fan, so stay tuned for that.
Thanks for listening to the Total Bro Sports Podcast.